Bombs slammed down all around, jerking them and the other men in the trench around like so many rag dolls. "Odd pattern," Goldfarb remarked. He'd become something of a connoisseur of bombing runs. "Usually they go after the runways, but it sounds more as though they were hitting the buildings today." He stuck up his head. "That's what they were doing, all right." Most of the huts and barracks and other buildings of the Bruntingthorpe Experimental Air Station had just taken a dreadful pounding. The Nissen hut from which he'd fled was still intact, but all its windows had blown in. Roundbush also peered this way and that. "You're right. Not a scratch on the runways," he said. "That isn't like the lizards. Not even a little bit. It's almost as if they wanted them—" His voice faded before the last word. "Intact." No sooner had that passed his lips than Goldfarb's battered ears caught a thuttering roar from out of the south. It seemed to be coming from the air, but he'd never heard anything like it. Then he caught sight of something that reminded him of a tadpole slung beneath an electric fan. "Helicopter!" he yelled. "Helicopters," Roundbush corrected grimly. "And they're coming this way. Probably want to seize the airstrip." Goldfarb kept his head up another moment. Then one of the helicopters let loose with a salvo of rockets. He threw himself flat again. Several of them tore into the Nissen hut. A piece of hot corrugated iron landed on him like an overaggressive player in a rugby scrum. "Oof!" he said. A couple of precious meteors blew up in their revetments. The radar men started to shake the slab of metal off and get up, but Roundbush sat on him. "Stay low, you bloody fool!" the flight officer shouted. As if to underscore his words, machine-gun bullets kicked up dirt all around. When a fighter plane strafed you, it made its pass and flew on. The helicopters hung in the air and kept shooting and shooting. Over the racket of the guns, Goldfarb said, "I think Group Captain Hippel's research team is just broken up." "Too bloody right it has," Roundbush answered.